Hey everybody. Yo. Welcome. Welcome one, welcome all. Okay, here's hoping this thing is going to work. For some reason it feels like it's a little spotty today, but... Anyway, hey Poncho Hamster. Hey Amion. Hey Living Human. How are you all today? Okay, I guess... the only thing to do is to finish up the sides of the tower. How is it hanging? What are you all up to this evening? So that was terracotta, I couldn't die. I guess I'll drop all that in here. Okay, good. We are gaming. So the polished deep slate stair, that's what I need. You just study and got a math test. Ah, well that's good. Hopefully it doesn't, you know, make you hate life or anything crazy. I know math tests were never fun for me. I was not all that good at math. I mean, I could put up with it, but I didn't want to. I completely understand, you know, if that's not your jam. Okay. Homework installing world edit. Ah. What you gonna world edit, Amia? How's it hanging? Never heard that expression? You've never heard that expression, Poncho Hamster. I mean, I know you're not exactly a native English speaker, but like, surely you've heard that one before. How's it? He's never heard how's it hanging, guys. What? I do not understand. It does not compute, Poncho of the Hamsters. Hamster with a poncho. Whatever the hell you want to be called. Oh, I need sea lanterns. Just learned it today. Well, you son of a bitch. I mean, I guess there's room to learn new stuff every day, so, you know. Whatever, I guess. That's weird, I'm not gonna lie, but like, you never really know what the gaps in your knowledge are until they smack you in the face. So yeah, I guess it's not too out of the ordinary to think that you might have missed an English slang or something. I guess that's normal. I don't know. Oh well, I'm glad you learned something, Poncho Hamster. Yeah, I know, Lamau, exactly, Gotoru. Hey, Systematic BGSD. Oh, but anyway, you're designing a build for your fan server and creative. It's underground, so you have to clear out a bunch of stuff. Ah. Yeah, well, good luck clearing stuff. I know I've had my fair share of that. I've still got to get my third Wither Skull for a beacon together because, yeah, fuck digging all that without a beacon. If you've seen my area on the fan server, you know exactly how big of an area I've got that I'm going to have to, like, chip away at. And I've got a little staircase that's, like, 3 blocks long, dug down to Y level 0, but, like, it ain't worth it if I don't have a beacon, you know? Oh, shit. When the flying fuck did it switch to my terracotta? I had my stairs in my hands. I swear to God, this mouse is pissing me off. I gotta give me a new one. At some point. Not anytime soon, but at some point. Okay. You don't need the water bucket. Let's put that there. Oh yeah, I need to make these go every other block. Who else loves rain? I'm not really a fan of the rain. I'm a fan of the clear sunny skies and blue open, you know, skies. I wanted to find another word for sky, but couldn't. Yeah, them blue skies, and on a cloudless day at around this time of year, oh, those are amazing. It started finally getting cool again around the mornings and late afternoons. And it's starting to actually feel like fall. It's starting to smell like fall. For some reason, fall has this smell to it. And yeah, like, I'm just so jazzed that it's finally good weather again. It's not blazing hot. I'm not having to sit here with 5 fans pointed on me. I only need 1 fan now. And I can just enjoy myself. Pretty soon it's going to be bitterly cold, but, you know, whatever. I'll take it one step at a time, I guess. Could be worse. Could be worse. Oh, shit. There we go. Yeah, nice stairs. Acacia and birch are the main block types. Being inspired by Toro's theater. You mean Taraga dude? You only have 1 skull? Uh-huh. Well, unfortunately, the wither platform that I found is very, like, sparse. Ta built the wither spawning platform, so it's not bad. It's just very, you know, it's not optimized in the slightest, and you can tell. But oh well, we'll make it work. Hate clear skies. It must always be cloudy or thunder. You hate the sky. Why? What did the sky ever do to you, Sam? Did it sodomize your family? Are you in some way PTSD triggered by skies? Ah, Taraga dude. So you were talking about him. I haven't seen anything he built in a long time. Shit, I haven't heard about Taraga dude in a long time. How has he been faring? Is he like, I don't know, still developing a game? I think it was. I don't remember what he said. He was like not doing something, and in exchange, I think he was gonna make a game. That sounds vaguely familiar. Fuck, can't make it. It's just Pearl. Jack, read your earlier message. You wanted to share your anger for BS. Okay. Let's see here. Arizona governor signed a rule stating the schools now have to pause the Pledge of Allegiance for 1 to 2 minutes so that we have stand there awkward. What the fuck? Why? Is it like a national moment of silence for some cause or some reason? That feels so out of like whack. What's the point? What does that accomplish, Sam? I mean, it is a little on the bullshit side, I won't lie. But it's really just puzzling. 1 skull gonna be a pain without a beacon. Yeah. I wish there was an easy way to, like, just... like on 2B2T. How, you would have... Well, I don't know, this is an old bug. But many years ago, there was a bug where you would place a skull on the soul sand to make a wither, and it would place successfully, but it would reimburse you 1 skull for some reason. This was a very short-lived bug in like one old version of Bucket, and it was super convenient, but like really unexpected, you know? It didn't have like any rhyme or reason to it. It just kind of was a thing. And then it was patched before we got 1.4.7 or something like that. So they addressed it very quickly. But God, I wish that thing was like, make 3 skulls, get a wither, and then you get reimbursed for like 1 skull. That would be sweet. But sadly, I don't think we're ever going to get that kind of treatment ever again. Mojang hates fun. So that's 104. And this is what, 105? Yeah. Okay, so we got to go up a block. Also, damn, that sunlight is still very bright. That's odd. I turned down the bloom. Did it not stay down. Bloom config. Yeah, it's at medium. Strength. Okay. That's better, I guess. Oh well. World still looks absolutely beautiful, though. Okay, now I've also got to figure out how to bridge these two, the gap here. Okay. Oh no. Oh, I just realized this is... Or no, wait, no, yeah, it's in line. Never mind, it's a line. Phew. God, that would have been a pain. Also, damn, the darkness feels really dark. Which I guess is the point, but I don't know. Anyway, do I think the server would start out as beta 1.0 progressively updates would work best if it went at half the pace Minecraft did or the full update length? Full up. You do know that that would require like 10, 12 years of you running a server, right? I think you're better off running a server and updating it. If you're gonna do that pattern, you're better off like running it and updating it every 2 weeks. Or maybe like every 3 weeks. Or something crazy. Or something manageable like that. Nothing crazy. Because like the longer you wait, the more drawn out a process you make it, the more you're likely to run into problems. Because that's the thing, especially if this is a multiplayer server with lots of people on it, you don't know what things are necessarily like universal. You know what I mean? For example, especially in the earlier versions, there were crippling bugs that every version had, pretty much. And so your big problem is, okay, I'm gonna have to get a stick. I'm gonna have to finally use Light Matica for its intended purpose. But anyway, yeah, so like, if you're gonna do that, you don't realize if you go at a 3-week pace between updates, especially in the early versions of the game, you've no idea what can of worms you're potentially opening up. I suggest you fly through the earlier updates as fast as you can. 2 weeks is probably good, but you might want to shorten it to 1 week. Because especially when you're talking about multiple versions of the same version, so for example, there was beta 1.1, and then there was beta 1.1_01, and then there's beta 1.1.1, and then there's beta 1.1.2, and it's just like, shit gets out of hand real quick. Okay, where's the stick? There's the stick. So yeah, it's not simple, not even slightly. You're better off making that, like when you get to the older version, or the newer versions, excuse me, like I don't know, 1.4, 1.5, you know, the versions that are, there we go, the versions that are better tested. Actually, we may want to go down to there. Yeah, right there. And then we want to go all the way up to here. So yeah, it just doesn't, like... You will tear your hair out in frustration at some of the crazy things you could do in the earlier days. And if you're running a server with friends, just beware. You have no idea what crashes you might inadvertently cause. Because let me tell you, especially in the early days, there were a lot of crashes that were game-ending. World-erasingly bad. And crashes like that would just annihilate everything. I'm honestly surprised 2B2T's map didn't get erased like 3 times before it was fucked up. Or before it, not fucked up, sorry, before it was cemented in the more recent versions. Okay, placement, schematic placement, area selection, edit schematic. Schematic placement, dim corners, 9. Why does it skip so many? Okay, M. Area selection. Corner bend. Okay. Save schematic. Ah, hold shift to create an end memory only schematic. And then yeah. Corner bend. Or well, actually, I'm just gonna make it a full-blown schematic. Just because I don't want it saved exclusively as a memory schematic, because that'll fuck it up. And if I screw things up, I want to be able to undo it. Okay, sorry, I was looking at something in our memes section. Now then. The reason is that he wants you to show your pride for your country more before you graduate and stand there for 2 minutes. Oh yeah, that's a waste of time. You have most of you are not ever going to have that kind of thing. Hey, Universe, and how are you? You haven't taken a single English session in 2 years. Wow. Okay. Let's see here. Also, the first time you heard the expressions in my channel, what purpose does it serve? What value does that serve us? I mean, I guess. To be fair, like, I try to think of things from the person's perspective. So yeah, I'm not in Arizona. I don't give a shit about this. But like, trying to be empathetic, you know? But yeah, I'm sorry you have to put up with that, Sam. Really sorry. Anyway, guess you gotta watch now to stay awake, because you go to sleep, you'll be more than tired. Oh, I'm sorry, systemic. Russia fell about a month ago on a Zetter SMP Minecraft. Ooh. Well, rip. Rip. Okay. So I've got this here. I can't fucking see. Look, it's a bony horse. Alright. Now I want to superimpose that over this, so that I can actually... Whoa. Fucking hell. There we go. Frame rate, holy shit. Damn it. It's gotta be the shaders. Trying to load new chunks when shaders are active is just like the pits. Okay. Schematic placement, area selection. Alright. Load schematic, quarter bend. Alright. Load. Alright. Okay, so yeah, it's cattywampus. We gotta worry about that. There's a way to do that. Schematic placement, edit, area selection. I guess. Ah, okay. Move to player, analyze area, selection mode, simple corners, manual, origin. Oh, okay. Move to player. So I gotta figure out how to twist this. 90 degrees that way. Okay. Schematic manager. No. Whoops. Rotate. 90. Counterclockwise and clockwise. Okay, yeah, that would be clockwise. So we're going to rotate it 90 degrees clockwise. Okay. Oh, no. No. We need to move it another 180 degrees. Oh, no. Wrong menu. Clockwise 180. Did that get it? No, that did not. Or wait. Okay, let me turn off the shaders just for this because I imagine it's interfering a bit. How and why am I getting this? Whoops. Okay, I've got to... No. Shit, where was it? Loaded schematic? No. Schematic placement. I'm not familiar with how these mirror. There we go. Left, right mirror. Rotation none. Okay. Now I just need to rotate it 180 degrees. Oh god. Figure. Haha! Got it. Okay. Aha. Okay, so right click to decrease. Spooky. I think this is good. Sure would be nice if I could like free cam around and look at it. Oh, we are exactly one block off. Okay. Go me. I've actually managed to get something right for a change. X. I don't know why it says these are wrong. These are very obviously the right kind of block. Whatever, who cares? It's all good. Whoa. Okay, never mind. It's too far down. Okay. That's easily fixed. Or maybe I was not on the right ledge. I like this. Hey, Tass, how are you? Anyway, press reload in loaded schematic. Oh, wait, no, that's the stone down there. So, yeah, I am in the right spot. Okay. Placement has been modified. Perfect. Hey, everything's good. Yeah, no colors, no wonkiness. It looks fine. Okay. So the only thing we've got to worry about is all this. Okay, now these are considered to be wrong, and they want it here, but due to how the pattern shapes up, because see, these are supposed to be tile, deep slate tile fences. But obviously, the pattern is what it is all the way around, and it wraps all the way around so that it meets up. So it's not going to be exactly the same as in the schematic because I flipped it this way so that it would meet up with this. But this is good. That shows me that I've got the right stuff in the right area. Okay. Now these are the wrong kind of stair, but it's the right block. It's just not in the right configuration. Shit. Wow, who'd have guessed that mining a block out from under me would be a reason to fall flat on my ass. There we go. Okay. So these are not here. There we go. Okay. So this is like this. Okay. So this is supposed to be terracotta. And then there's supposed to be 2 bits of terracotta under this. Okay. So yeah. And I know I can go layer by layer. I'm not worried about it. I'm not like some people who have talked about in a certain interview who mentioned that they could not use Lightmatica because they would walk through blocks and die frequently. But unlike that person, I'm actually quite good at figuring out what's real and what isn't. I won't say who it is. I'll let you listen to the interview when the interview is released. But a certain 57-year-old Australian certainly had a bit of trouble with that. Hey, climate changes. Press reload and loaded. Oh, I already read that. Okay. Yeah. Oh no. Oh no. He's in the chat. Oh no. Don't tell him. Nobody say anything. Oh, and this is all screwed up. But that's just because I mirrored it. Okay. Did I? Oh, I made this a slab because it was on an odd corner. I'm sorry, Crowbar, but you know that's gonna come out in the interviews when the video comes out tomorrow. Oh, by the way, part 2 comes out tomorrow morning, guys. Be there. Be there or be cuboidal. I haven't uploaded it yet. I've got to do that. It's you know, all the YouTube junk. I've got to actually make the upload. I've got the video edited, thank God. Finished it today, as a matter of fact. Should be able to just put that there. Alright, cool, cool. Now, it appears that I did not go down far enough. I didn't capture the floor here. So, we'll just pretend that I captured the floor there. Oh, fuck. My pearls. Piss water. There we go. How are you, Crowbar? Your incompetence is laid bare. Well, I mean, you bared it for me. I don't know what else to tell you. Like, it's not the end of the world. We've all had moments of incompetence, whether we like it or not. It's just, can you own up to it? Can you admit when you are bad at something? I've only been able to do that in like the last 5 to 6 years. I used to be very proud and unnecessarily, like, I would think higher of myself than was necessary. And I've only, within like the last 5 to 7 years, been genuinely humbled by just everything I've seen and had to be part of, that it's actually made me go, oh, Okay, now if I'm, yeah. Okay, I was about to say, if I'm not mistaken, it should allow me, you can control click, and that should put the item in your hand instead of middle click. Or it's control middle click, sorry. That's pretty dope for Lightmatica. I think Lightmatica has more bells and whistles. Now, obviously, the schematic would include this part, but like I don't need that. I just need the big curve right there. That alone is more than enough for me to figure out I'm in the right spot. Shit. So that means that the block is correct, but it's in the incorrect orientation. That's what an orange block is. A red block is an incorrect block entirely. And a purple block means that it's the correct block, but it's not in the right place. There we go. So that's what the color coding means, for those of you who may not quite understand what it's supposed to be. And then obviously the light blue is, put me here, stupid. You know, that sort of thing. Oh, and I've got to alternate the sea lanterns embedded in the floor. Oh. So down here I've got this, so this should be a sea lantern. This is blocked off. This, oh fuck, that scared me. I'll take mining my own blocks out from under me. Ow. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Jerk ass. Anyway. Always pays to have your Elytra. MS Paint, does that count as building software? Yeah, it's a designing tool. It's not building in the sense that it doesn't put the blocks in the game for you. The only reason I enjoyed using MS Paint was that it was a bit nostalgic for me. I'd been using MS Paint since I was like in my early teens. So it was something familiar to return to. Damn it, I wish it would stop using my pearls. But it was also something valuable, because you could manually keep track of what all you had placed. There we go. There we are. Okay. Now I think... Oh, did I put a... Oh, and this has to also be sealed. Oh yeah, crowbar. If you're watching, this is another interesting thing you can do with an Elytra. If you've got jump boost 2 and an Elytra, you can kind of chain your momentum up and down. And using this, you can soar and get tall enough to get some really wicked air. It beats using rockets for like really short areas sometimes, but you have to kind of get the rhythm up. Oh well. But anyway, and you can also use this to get into... Oh yeah, you can also jump up 3 blocks. So, using Elytra, you can always jump up 3 blocks exactly. With Jump Boost 2 and an Elytra. If you do it right, you can always get up 3 blocks. And then this is a stair, so I can get up 3.5. But yeah, it works out. Contrast, sometimes you use Schematica. Yeah, it's good for making your build look symmetrical, because you can't remember every single detail that you wanted to twist around, like over here, for example. Okay, so this part meets up there, and that part meets up there. I think we're good. Okay, and so that is fine, this is fine. Here it goes. So this should be... Let's see. There we go. Now I know that fell down there somewhere, deep into the abyss, but I can get all that later. I love being able to just jump up like a cat. Just jump up a little ledge. If you need. Put that there as a spine. Okay, now this is our sea lantern, so we're gonna continue the pattern on with that as clay. And there we have it. Everything just twists around and maintains the pattern. Placement off. There we go. And that should keep me well on track. GG. Yeah, GG, Ani. Hey, Chase Krung, how are you? You do it without jump boost, it's all about timing. You can't. If you're on a server, it works a little bit better with latency. But only with that. Oh god, that's a lot of mobs. It has to do with like how your client gets movement packets going. And with jump boost on a, because this is, you know, single player, it's much easier to get your momentum chained. Whereas in multiplayer, if you've got a decent, I mean, just a small amount of latency is all it takes. You can kind of keep the momentum chaining and going, but I wouldn't recommend it if you're not on a server. If you're in single player, it's not going to work. You have to have like machine precise timing to be able to get it that quickly and that easily. Okay, that goes like that. Terracotta. So this needs to be a sea lantern. There we go. Get that there to get that matched up. Okay. And then, so this is what? Sea lantern. Terracotta. There we go. Anyway, wouldn't the Elytra and jump boost break the Elytra faster? If you've got mending on it, it shouldn't matter. Or unbreaking and mending on it, it shouldn't matter. I mean, yeah, it'll chip away at the durability because any amount of use will chip away at the durability because that's how it works. But like in and of itself, you're wearing it, aren't you? You intend to use it, don't you? You have a needs and means of easily repairing it, don't you? If not, well, maybe don't use your Elytra, or you have lots of like phantom membranes lying around to use as repairing. But like, ultimately, tools exist to be used. Like that's the same as saying, well, your pickaxe takes damage every time you use it to mine a block, don't you? And I'm like, well, why do you keep a pickaxe on you if not to mine blocks when needed? So like, yeah, I guess, but I prefer to use the things I have on me. I want my tools to be of value. I don't want them to just sit there in my inventory taking up space. I want to put them to work, and that includes the Elytra on my back. So, jumping around and like floundering and flying about, yeah, it's going to use up your durability, but again, you have unbreaking for a reason. I should hope. I mean, who doesn't use that? Oh shit, I put this in the wrong spot. Troublesome. Okay, there we go. There we go. Ah, shit. So yeah, you got Alpha, XCC2, and Jared. Poncho and got Crowbar. What now? Oh, people are taking note of his building. Yeah, Poncho's got some skill. I don't know if he'll nurture it or if it'll turn out good or what, but yeah. Poncho could build if he wanted to. Okay, good. Good. Everything matches up. All the planets are aligning. Whoops. You know, that's how it starts, Poncho Hamster. That's how I started talking to XCC2. I just started talking to him. That's the key. If you want to talk to someone big and famous, treat them like they are just a person. Just talk to them. You don't got to be weird about it. You don't got to think about it. Just talk. Be relevant to whatever they're talking about. Be smooth about it. Don't just speak about your pet chicken or whatever. But you know, strike up a conversation. Be smooth, and you'll be rewarded. I would like to think. So yeah, if XCC2 and Jared and Crowbar and other people take note of you, well, good for you. You've learned how to talk to people you would otherwise be afraid of. That's how it should be. People give far too much mysticism and like a vibe, an air of unapproachability. If you've got even slight, just itsy-bitsy tiny increments of clout, people go all spaghetti in the knee simply because, oh, you're the famous so-and-so. Like, how can I talk to you? Like, no, just talk to them. That's how you talk to them. You just talk. It's not special. It's not important. It's not unique. It's something we do every day. And it begins with words. And that's it. So there you go. Now you know the secret to life. Go out and wield that secret. Or don't. I don't care. That's how you get bitches. That's how you don't get bitches. That's how you make friends and alienate people. And charm them. And get them to like you and get them to hate you. You talk. It all boils down to the exchange of words. What block would I want to add into Minecraft? It would be a type of block, and that would be the sideways stair and slab, because those are long overdue, and Mojang is dragging their feet about them. For whatever reason, I guess it's because people have asked far too many times. They don't want to add sideways stairs and slabs. And, like, that's just so disingenuous, in my opinion. Because they came up with the very lame excuse of it would stifle creativity. It would make the world worse. And I'm just like, are you people retarded? No, it wouldn't. It would make things amazing. It would open up a literal new world of possibilities for builds. And, yeah, no, they very much are. What can you do? I can't help it. No. El Mango replied to like 5 of your YouTube comments. Oh, good. See? You wouldn't have gotten that if you hadn't just spoke to him. Other than that, I don't know. Oh, shit. God, I hate this. It's something to do with 1.19. I don't know if it's a mod I installed or what. Got Alpha X? Yeah. Oh well. Maybe maybe the next version will be more gentle on the rendering. What on earth? It's got to be a mod I have that's like out of date or wonky in some fashion. Has to be. Okay, good. This curve here was kind of bothering me. I was like, I don't know how to best make it work out. But I think it will work out. Now then, let's see here. I've been ignoring my questions doc for a bit. I'm gonna chip away at that. Do I have the sketches of what Space Valk 2 would look like when it was finished? Actually, yes, I do. They're in a book, and so scanning them is way harder than the Space Valk 3 sketches, or the Space... Actually, there wasn't a Space Valk 1 sketch, now that I think about it. But, yeah, showing off what I interpreted for Space Valk 2 would be a lot harder. It would involve ripping out those pages to, like, scan them into my scanner. I don't have a good working camera. The camera I use to snap the photos of the Space Valk 3 concept art, back when I was designing the pillow, the ones taken in the May of 2016, those photos, that camera died a long time ago. So I actually do not have a way to show off. Whoop, well, he died. Anyway, no, I do not have a way to show off those photos anymore. Which is sad, because I've still got that book and I've not looked at it in a long time. But it's not like, you know, super relevant or anything. It's just cool to see. So yeah, I don't know. Alpha said Skull Vikings. Yes, he did. That's true. So if anything, you know, you've got a friend in Minnesota. Alpha will always, you know, be a Vikings fan or whatever, I guess. Uh-oh. Oh, no. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I screwed up here. Okay. I was like, whoa, 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 this is too shallow. Okay, well, that's easily fixed. Phew, back from your shower. All right. Why'd you have to go take a shower, huh? Are you a dirty boy? I bet you are. God damn, that's so bad. Super bad. Okay. There we go, I picked it up. There we go. We don't get to talk to any of these people on off-stream. Yeah, that's true. Not having contact info with some of them is probably helpful. But yeah, besides Alpha jokingly, you didn't realize Jared or anything like Royalty King, you just chat like normally do. Well, not everybody does. I know some people get, you know, like, intimidated because they are this person, and this person might, I don't know, say something or get annoyed by me talking to them or something like that. You know, you don't have confidence in yourself. Obviously you do, Ani, but like your average person gets like overwhelmed. I don't know. Not everybody's like that, but some people are. Caught in 4K? Well, I don't know. How I made the Stella reveal without a camera? That was my brother's smartphone. He didn't want me to use it. But I used it when he wasn't looking. Though I suppose I could, one of these days. Say that post of two famous people eating together at a restaurant, and people were crowding around them and talking, taking pictures. They were just trying to enjoy a meal. Oh, I know, right? There is an element of that. Like, if one person gets up and does something like that, it kind of encourages others to. But, you know, there is something of an element of be cool, man. There we go. Fucking hell. And to be fair, you know, being a jerk about something isn't, like, smart. So, you know, talking to people is fine, but, like, again, be cool about it. Shit. You gotta be really careful about how you do it. But, like, it's not something to get worked up over, is ultimately what I was trying to get at. 2, 3, right there. So, yeah, be cool. Enjoy the person, whoever that happens to be. But just, you know. Fuck. Don't be afraid to say hi, especially on the internet. I feel like there's a plague of social awkwardness that has just kind of pervaded society. And I keep expecting it to, like, abate one of these days, and it just never seems to. If anything, I feel like social awkwardness has increased in the last several years. It hasn't gotten better. And I don't know what the cause of that is. Like, I used to be socially awkward when I was young, like when I was in my teenage years and stuff, but I just chalked that up to being a teen. And teens are awkward by nature. So I don't know. Maybe there are people who have not fully grown out of their teenager self. I think of FitMC's old base being rebuilt and being destroyed. Fitlantis? They rebuilt Fitlantis? I don't really give a shit. I was not at Fitlantis. Oh wait, do you mean Aureus? Now, I was at Aureus, but only for a brief time. Aureus being destroyed is just, like, expected. Famous bases cannot be rebuilt and last very long. So, you know, it is what it is. I can't say it's that important. In the grand scheme of things, it's just really not that important. I wouldn't consider it to be that big of a deal, simply because everybody involved knew that it was only going to be for a brief amount of time. And so, yeah, it was really kind of just a fun-off type of thing. It wasn't meant to be super serious. And obviously the builders themselves griefed it, so it's whatever. Now, what I keep expecting is for, like, somebody to make a big, impressive base of some kind, and then grief it themselves before anybody else sees it, and then just capture screenshots and not take a world download of it, and just be like, yeah, this is this base, I made it, I destroyed it, and you'll never get to see it, ever. And they can just flex nuts on people, because yeah, they'll have made it, and you will not have gotten to see it. Wouldn't that be crazy? And they could, like, maybe post an album of screenshots or something, and it'll just be forever, a base forever lost to the sands of time, but, like, on purpose. An epic base lost for the sake of being lost. Like, that sort of social experiment, I would like to see how people would react to that. Yeah, he meant Aureus. Yeah, I thought as much. Unironically, like Fitlantis. Have people rebuilt that lately? I hope not. Fitlantis was terrible. I'm slurping on a Capri Sun right now. Those things are better than I remember them being. I used to drink them a lot as a kid, then I think I burned myself out on them. And then I bought one on a whim. And yeah, they're pretty fucking good. Not gonna lie. There are a lot of things from my childhood that I've recently been diving back into to sort of, I don't know, nostalgia trip. I found a bunch of old cartoons on YouTube that are from, like, the early to mid 90s that I missed out on or that I vaguely remember. And it's fun to like look back at a lot of these and go, wow, I remember this. I watched this episode when it aired. It's been 25 years since I last saw it. Holy shit. And yeah, it's interesting to find and get a hold of stuff, especially food or snack food or products from your childhood that you would have otherwise never had the chance to get again. I've still got to find and like buy Dunkaroos again. Well, that one's going to the garbage. At some point I need to... Oh, wait, shit. I fucked it up. But yeah, at some point I've got to locate other nostalgic snacks. I feel like Indiana Jones swapping out the bags on the pressure plate, trying to get the blocks to just go just right. Just because, like, I don't want to have to go all the way down to the bottom of the world just to pick up a block I mined. He-Man and Gumby are your childhood, but you have it on DVD. Don't think you'll ever be streaming. Well, some of the He-Man and Gumby stuff is on YouTube. I don't know how much, but some of it is. Join D&D to call through your first school. Okay, well, good. I hope you enjoy D&D. A lot of people enjoy it. Oh, hey, Jayhawk, how are you? Capri Sun never gets old. Yeah, exactly. Fruit juice has just perpetually remained like the all-time best. I don't think there will ever be anything that takes the place of fruit juice. No shitty soda, none of that. Like, fruit juices will always be the GOAT. At least I feel. Any kind of fruit juice. High school had a D&D club and never got into the... well, D&D is a bit of an acquired taste. You have to enjoy the idea of being... well, being nerdy. Okay, I think I've got enough sea lanterns for the moment. Cut these into slabs. Okay, terracotta. There we go. Hey Jack, have I tried the mod Between Lands? It's cool, similar to Thaumcraft, but for newer versions. I've never heard of it, but yeah, I might give it a shot. Between Lands. The Betweenlands. Ah, okay. Interesting. I'll peruse through that later. But thanks for the idea, Ani. If it's any good, I'll let you know. I might actually install it and try it. If it's any good, it's probably up to date. Oh, fuck. Supposed to put that here. You're really enjoying D&D. Okay. Wanted to get into it, but you have not the money or the friends. Ah. I don't think it's a monetary... It shouldn't be monetarily expensive to get into D&D. But I understand not having the player friend group willing to try it out, I guess. I don't know. I kind of feel like a lot of RPGs are very D&D-esque. That's generally why I developed a love for Final Fantasy. Oh shit, I did it again. There we go. I want to kind of lay out this foundational area. Fuck. Okay, so just 3 more. Oh, just 3 more. We're almost finished. Okay, I guess that'll do. Closest experience you had was during a Warhammer meeting. You didn't understand anything, but people were cool. Yeah, that's good enough. I mean, if people were cool, people were cool. That's all that matters, is that you were treated well and that you enjoyed the experience, even if you didn't know what was going on. That's all that matters. If you're installing dimensional mods, definitely install between Better End and or Better Nethers. Same creator made a dimension mod that adds another dimension. Okay. We'll see how I feel about that. I don't want to go and install too many mods because then I'm very dependent on them for updating. And like, I kind of don't want to abandon modern versions of Minecraft. Because like, I know that gets out of hand really quick. Oh, hi Lucas. Hi Fly Blue TNT. Hear about Mojang mob vote hacking? No, I didn't. The Bedrock server. Ah. So, what's the crappy mob vote going to be about this year? What useless, stupid thing? Oh yeah, when is the Minecon, whatever it is? That's got to be what, like early October, right? I'm eager to see if that leak... Ooh, excuse me. I'm eager to see if that leak about the Time Flies update thing being true or not. I really don't care one way or the other. I'm just interested if that is indeed what we'll end up getting. Very intriguing. Due to a Discord leak, the Time Flies update is what we'll be getting. A pink glow squid. Oh god. Mobvote 2022 hack. Okay. Mobvote server was hacked. Oh no. Okay. Mr. Zeke 72. So a bunch of people are reporting on this. I don't really give a shit. Whatever. If anything comes of it, we'll hear about it later. If not, then it doesn't matter. They'll probably just invalidate whatever was involved and go from there. Would it be worth the cape to go? No. It's never worth the cape. Just ask Fit. It's never worth the cape. The cape is very, like, inconsequential. Especially nowadays where everybody can have a cape at the drop of a hat. Even an Optifine cape. It doesn't matter. Like, buying a $200, $300 ticket for Minecon just for the cape is like peak room temperature IQ action. Like, I would just be... Oh, that reminds me, I meant to turn the shaders back on. But yeah, I would just be beside myself if someone did that. I mean, if they passed me the cape, that'd be one thing. But like, buying a ticket just for the cape is so stupid. Minecon stopped being worth going to years ago. If it ends up that, you know, something interesting actually happened, maybe then it would be worth it, but right now, nah. I wouldn't care. I wouldn't concern myself with Minecon. None of that. You wanted the Blazing Inferno Blaze King thingy? Yeah, I want that too. I'm curious as to whether or not they'll ever allow any of those older options to be reusable. Or if they're dead set on, like, no, this mob was not voted on enough, and therefore it will die. And I'm like, alright, whatever. You'd rather implement glow squids than a Blaze King? Yeah, sure. Typical Mojang. We would rather do stupid, silly shit, like give Steve opposable fingers, instead of meaningful, genuinely good content. It's just depressing at this point, isn't it? So I don't expect this coming Minecon to be all that different than what we've gotten previously, which would just basically be garbage. Oh well, we'll see. If it ends up being interesting, okay, fair enough, but if not... Oh. Did I pick that up? Oh well. Oh, fuck. I was gonna pearl, but whatever. I really do wish that Minecraft was in the hands of somebody just a little bit more on the competent side of things. I bet the password, or not the password, the mob vote server was hacked because they had like 1234 as the password or something. I bet it's something unbelievably silly or incredibly avoidable. Like, avoidably bad. I just bet you it's something avoidably bad. Which would really kind of just be par for the course, wouldn't it? Oh, damn it. I wonder if there are any groups out there trying to do things to, like, mess up. Fuck. All of the Mojang stuff to, like, gum up the works as, like, revenge or retaliation for the name reporting system. Because, like, I expect there to be a lot of people who get butthurt over that and do something about it. And not in a good way. Like, there are a lot of people out there who can hack quite effectively, and they play Minecraft. And they're not pleased with how things turned out. With how we were basically told to go take a short walk, or take a long walk off a short pier. And yeah, you really can't expect people to, like, tolerate that, you know? Biggest dissatisfaction with Minecon is when the live streaming started. Yeah, they definitely have, I think they thought that that was a way to increase accessibility. But the fact that their game has become a game for children in the eyes of the world, and even in their own eyes now, and the player reporting system kind of confirms that it's, we view this as for children, and therefore we're going to be, you know, the nanny state. Like, that right there is almost an admission of giving up. We're not making this game with the idea of the people who initially supported it in mind, or any sort of deeper understanding of what makes a game good. They're just kind of throwing stuff together. Here we go. I don't know. It's wild how they've... It's wild how they've, like... Half the fan base doesn't matter to them. And you know why. I mean, you can't listen to the adults anymore. The Squid variant update. Oh. Watch Nerds Inc. go ham and hack Mojang after 1.1984. That would be hilarious, and it would be Just desserts, definitely. But oh well, I mean, life isn't so nice. Oh well. Now then, sorry. Next question. What didn't go into Space Valk 3, that of the previous design? Oh, there were supposed to be villages on the outskirts of the central tower that would spawn iron golems, so it would both be villager trading and a way to funnel the iron golems into the center. And I was going to kill iron golems that way and have an iron farm. Well, obviously I didn't go through with that. I didn't need to, really. And, yeah, it just kind of wasn't a thing I cared about. And so I was making iron golem tubes. Or rather, I drew iron golem tubes. I didn't make them. And then when I got up to the point where I was like, okay, this is maybe where I should start doing the iron golem stuff. And then I was like, you know what? Instead, I would rather just make this part of the tower. And so that ended up being where I stashed my pig spawners, funny enough. And so the pig spawners went in that area, and the rest is just kind of history. And then I never got around to making a spot for the villagers. And at some point I was going to be like, yeah, I will put villagers in the city, in the disc city. And obviously the city never really got off the ground before everything was found. But that was definitely something I thought about. I'm really still not certain what I'm going to do with villagers. Because, like, as I toured around Whitehaven and Mother of All Keeps... Or no, not Mother of All Keeps. Endcursion, that was it. There were plenty of villagers that I saw just scurrying about. And you see them in the footage, too. You can see one fall down a cliff and take some small damage. And that was funny. And so I thought about doing that with Space Valk 3. And I gotta say, touring Crowbar stuff for the interviews, that really helped me be like, okay, I need to add this, I need to do that. Like, there's a point in the interview Crowbar mentions that he's afraid of going to 1.19 because he'll get so set in his ways that he won't come back to 1.12, so thus 2B2T. So, like, I told him he should join the fan server, and he's like, yeah, but if I do, I won't go back. And I'm like, oh no, I might poach Crowbar. At which point I'm like, well, you know, would that be such a bad thing? Probably not. He's already admitted to being clumsy. But you know, when you get old, you get set in your ways. You think about things as, you know, well, I'm happy with this, I'll take this. I don't want to go do that. Was Crowbar an ally of the tyranny? No, but he was a friend of Jared's. I was shocked to learn that Crowbar and Jared got along well. Okay. Let's shrink down the render distance. I know that doesn't help. Having a high render distance has always kind of been a death sentence for some computers in Minecraft. Oh wow, I can see my own hitbox shadow. The shadow of my own, isn't that weird? Whoops. I can see, oh wow, that's so strange. I didn't know that was a thing. If Pop returns to the community, I hope Pop makes a guest appearance here. It ain't ever gonna happen, but sure. You all can keep thinking. You can keep dreaming. But Pop Bob is not likely to ever want to come back. Just because Pop Bob is very, like, over this place. I mean, why stay away for so long, you know? I remember people would spam certain copy pastas, like, so-and-so famous player, old ancient player name, will return. So-and-so will return. Snacky will return one day. Saito will return one day. I remember seeing those. And with some of them, I was like, you know, I guess it could happen. And with others, I was like, not a chance. That one day Fit will do an interview. I might. I don't know. I've already got Fast Vincent and James Russell's on board. I've been meaning to do a thing with them for a while. So I've already got those two down pat for some idea. So who knows? Maybe. I don't think I'll ever do Fit, though, realistically, just because, like, I don't want to use Fit. Like, I don't. I could. He might even let me. But I honestly do not want to use Fit, because I would feel like I'm clout chasing. I would feel like I'm a leech, sponging off him. And I don't want to entertain the Fit audience, I'm not going to lie. So I don't know. Maybe. I might have to break down and do that. We'll see. Fit would be an absolute last resort. Just because it doesn't feel right to me. But oh well, maybe I'm just being foolish. Let me know if I'm being foolish in the comments down below. And don't forget to like and subscribe and all that other jazz. Oh, I feel dirty saying that too, but I know that's a necessary evil as well. I know exactly what you mean. Fits wider audiences a little, yeah. Well, it's not the end of the world. But it could definitely become troublesome. There are a lot of eyes on Fit's channel, and I don't know. Put surprise guest for who? Who would be a good surprise guest, you think? Like Fast Vincent, maybe? Or Sal? I could probably get an interview with Sal. Oh, bye, Void Shadow. What do I feel about Hasbro owning the Power Rangers? I don't feel anything about that. I didn't even know that was a change that had happened. Why does that matter? Like, I haven't seen anything Power Rangers in a long, long time. I was into it as a kid, but like I grew out of it. Also, when I learned that Power Rangers in what aired in America years and years and years ago, when it all started in the early 90s, when I learned that that was Super Sentai stuff from like ages ago, and it was just cut up and rebroadcast to make like a completely different story, and they just hackneyed a bunch of stuff together to make like a literal entire show, that stunned the hell out of me. I was like, there's no way that this is a Japanese show. But yeah, it was a completely Japanese show. I've seen too many clips of the original now. And yeah, it was just, it's wild. Ow. Ow. I think I would rather watch that as it was originally, as opposed to the Power Rangers modern spin. Whatever that junk is. It's very cheesy, sadly. And you know, that's how they made it on purpose. Like they wanted it to be cheesy for the kids. For whatever reason, stuff aimed at kids in the 90s and early 2000s had a very heavy, cheesy vibe to it. Things didn't start getting like edgier and more mature until the late 2000s, 2010s. I noticed that as I grew older myself, because that's around the time I was, you know, I was no longer a kid, I was a teen. And then eventually, by the end of the 2000s, I was no longer a teen, I was a young adult. And like, just seeing all the changes in media, it almost felt like I grew up at the same pace as everything else growing up. It's a very weird feeling. Maybe they do that on purpose, and everybody gets that feeling. I don't know. Hard to say. I'm sure it's all a giant, big pharma-esque conspiracy, where they try to pump, you know, sex drugs into the water to make you into something you're not. They turn the frogs gay. They turn people into media consumerist zombies. Yeah, something like that. I don't know. Surprise guess would be Taragadude or no. Arakudo? No. Any of the old Twitchers joined the server? Actually, no, they haven't. I haven't thought of that until you mentioned it. But yeah, no. None of them have. That's really kind of a shame. But I get why. A lot of them are busy. Some of them don't even play Minecraft anymore. Which, you know, that's fair. Like, life moves on. Maybe one day we will have a I don't know, maybe we'll have a reunion at some point. Come on, let me up. I had forgotten Taragadude and Arakudo were even a thing until you mentioned them. Wasn't that Taragadude's brother or something? I remember Taragadude was trying to do YouTube stuff on the heels of Fit. And it kind of worked for a while, then he quit. Oh, no more Capri Sun. Dagnabbit. Capri Sun, more like based juice. I feel like when I get building like this, my mind gets split between saying dumb shit and trying to keep up with what you all are talking about. Offtopia. Ooh, Offtopia wouldn't be a bad idea. Judge Holden? His name... Oh man, that's so fucking apt. His name is Judge Holden, and right now, nobody can get a hold of him. And nobody's been able to talk to him for like almost a year. I hope he's okay. Offtopia asked me about a month or two ago, have I been able to talk to Judge lately? And I was like, ooh, no, what's up with him? Yeah, rather ironic, isn't it? I would love to be able to get a hold of Judge Holden, but so too would a lot of other people who used to have contact with him. I hope he's okay. He's had mental health struggles pretty much ever since I knew him. Can't exactly... I guess I shouldn't say too much, but I know he's had a lot of issues figuring out what he wants to do in his life and who he wants to be. He really enjoyed making the 2B2T comic until people started giving him recognition for it. Then it kind of got too much for him. I can remember him being like, stop bombarding me. Man, I don't want to think of how it would have been for him if he had built Space Valk 3 or Space Valk 1 instead of me. What's the Judge Holden? Judge Holden's the guy who made the 2B2T comic. Way back when. The original 2B2T comic. He made a comic of his travels on 2B2T. Showed off all of his friends' stuff. Tried to make... he made it a bit of a running series, and then he quit in 2012, shortly after I joined. And then he tried making a sort of startup secondary series using characters, but set on a different 2B2T with like a different history and stuff. And that never really went anywhere. I get the feeling he couldn't really, like, commit to anything. He tried drawing, and then I supported him on Patreon. And he was doing other stuff. He was trying to do a new comic. Once Upon a Time, but that was in like 2017-ish. No idea what he's up to now. Of course, nobody else knows what he's up to now either. That's why we're worried. I just hope he's alright. The problem is, Judge Holden lives in Canada. And there are some really spooky things happening in Canada right now. And, like, it's really, really, really harrowing. There is a, for those of you who don't know, Kinarana, someone here said they'd ask a question, but okay. Maybe Kinarana, I don't know. Oh, it was a pun, Ani, I see. Was drawing his... Yeah, actually, drawing comics was kind of his therapy. It was something he enjoyed doing. But anyway, so for those of you who don't know about what's going on in Canada, they approved assisted suicide, medically assisted suicide. And it's kind of become a very pushed thing. And it's scary because they are pushing the downtrodden, the homeless, you know, those types. People with long-term issues, mental health issues, etc. They're pushing them into, you know, trying to coerce them into medically assisted suicide. And a lot of people are being brushed off in that direction, shall we say. And it's like, it's scary as fuck. Because it's getting to the point where they're like, they don't want to offer medical treatment to people. If it's like anything even remotely serious, they'll just say, oh yeah, consider medically assisted suicide. And it's just like, holy fuck. And it's really insidious stuff. But that's what happens when you have medically assisted suicide. It becomes an easy out. But, well. Who else is on my never talked down upon list? Basically anybody I talked, or I based with at the lands or at a space valk. Like Herm. Alpha, obviously. Who else? There is a... Oh, a lot of people from Asgard. They were all really cool. Oh, let me go ahead and get more stairs. I'm going to need them. Still keep up with the health industry. Yeah, of course. We're all going to need health at some point. Healthcare and stuff. You really want to see what other countries are doing, just so that you hope your country doesn't do the same damn dumb shit. And that if they start going that direction, alarm bells can start ringing in your head and you'll start trying to help prevent it. I don't know how good it'll be or how successful you'll be, but, you know, if you know there are nefarious things going on and you can raise an alarm about it, you probably should. But, oh well. The entirety of North America turns to North Korea. God, I hope not. To have been one of the richest countries in human history, to have slipped to being one of the poorest. Oh my God, that would be embarrassing, and that would be so sad. XCC Judge, Offtopia, Snacky, North Herm, Alpha, Exalted, Spartan. Yeah, they were all on the list. Suicide booths from Futurama. Yeah. Well, it's not quite that simple. But I wouldn't be shocked if they go that direction one day. You walk into a little chamber and they just atomize you. They blast you with some sort of powerful gamma radiation. And there's no corpse. You're just reduced to atomic dust. God damn, that's like depressing to actually think about. It was funny in Futurama because they were like poking fun at it. But when it becomes something you might one day see, you go, because like it's legal murder. And what if I get into a bad health situation, and ordinarily I would get some sort of medical treatment, but then, you know, this becomes a norm in America, but then they're like, no, here's assisted suicide. That's the best we can offer you. I mean, you would be creeped out, wouldn't you? Also, that does kind of violate that whole do not do harm oath that you're supposed to, you know, vow to take when you become a doctor and stuff. I don't know. Pretty confident assuming the U.S. maintains its border, the U.S. and Canada will never be extremely poor. I got news for you, Amion. We don't want to maintain our borders anymore. There are people who do not want us to have borders. There are people who believe America needs to be broken down, and the best way to do that would be flooding us with a bunch of people who do not want to be Americans. And the next thing you know, you have no culture. You've been eroded into nothingness. And I'm sure that totally won't have far-reaching consequences or anything. Okay, unfortunately... Now, I kind of ran into the same problem over on this side over here that I'm running into here. If you look out over this way. So you see how the central ring here kind of eats into the side of the tower. I don't know what to do because I didn't plan for that. So like, I don't know what to do to like mitigate it, but I can't stop this side. And so it's kind of off-center, but like it's focused on the central thing right there. So I don't know. Maybe I should, like, restructure the rings here, where it goes off the edge, and restructure the ring to follow the edge perfectly, so that it's smooth and spherical on that side, and then it turns into a sharp curve, or a sharp point on this side. Oh, and there's also room right here where it's going to be out a bit. So I think like right here. That's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's going to be the edge. And then I don't know the alternating sea lantern pattern. I don't know which of these is going to be our sea lantern, so we'll just make terracotta for the moment. Okay. So yeah, like it comes off this edge here. Maybe I should make it follow the edge. Yeah. Because like, it's gonna... This ring of sea lanterns is gonna like bow out over this edge here. Although maybe I should just keep it as it is and then just fill in the gap with maybe more terracotta. Because I'm gonna knock out that end stone when I get done with this. So I don't know. But anyway, I guess that'll do it for the building portion here. Slippery slope? Oh, I know. Yeah, that is exactly what's going on. I think there are already those booth things with an option for people with terminal diseases. Yeah. It's crazy to think how we've degraded as a society. I know. I know. It's crazy, but it's like completely understandable how we've degraded, because like you can see each individual step along the way. It's not like this progression hasn't been something you could see coming. You could see it coming years ago. There are a lot of people who were basically shouted down and told they were loonies for ever thinking that, but no. No, here we are. That hasn't been a case since colonial America. What hasn't? Oh, the borders thing? I don't know. Yeah, we may end up becoming like China someday. I don't know. When I was at the hospice houses, was there anyone who's actually beat the odds and made it? No. No, that's just not likely to happen, simply because they don't send people to the hospice house right away. They'll go on home hospice first. And that's where they basically live at home, but they're dying. And over time, they send out nurses to check up on them. They maintain their condition as best as possible. But inevitably, their condition degrades. And when that happens, eventually they send them off to the hospice house, because they have better equipment to better take care of them. It's not possible to survive hospice, because for the most part, they are very strict about how they give out the classification. You're not likely to see someone who is not terminal be considered hospice. Now, obviously, goof-ups do happen. You know, nobody's perfect. But for the most part, no, you aren't. You aren't likely to see that, simply because they're more diligent than that. Doctors and nurses are not generally that bad that they would misdiagnose that easily. Obviously, you know, nobody is perfect, but there is a high degree of professionalism and a high degree of training and understanding that comes with the job. So you just don't see that. Okay, 448. Okay, cool. So I just need 16. Back here. I need you, Cole. I'm just gonna snake them all up and down and cook every single damn one of them. I need to hurry up and make that furnace array. I know you guys have been yelling at me to make it. And boy, could I use it right about now, but I haven't planned exactly where I want to put that. You heard a kitty? No, you heard these kitties. Not my real kitties. My real kitties are somewhere outside, I don't know. When's the first year anniversary of this world? Oh, we've already passed it, Poncho. It was like a week or two ago? I don't know. Gotta love the people who think they know more than a 10-year educated professional. Exactly. It's, You hear about miracle cases, or at least cases that maybe slip through the cracks. You hear about those because they're oddities. They're the kinds of cases that draw attention because they're not the norm. But the sad norm is most people are accurately within a certain percentile. They're accurately diagnosed and either helped or given the help that is possible to be given, and that's it. And that's just life. Oh yeah. That Italian prime minister that everybody's losing their shit over. I hope she's a good politician. I would love to see a decent set of politicians take power and just, like, get rid of all this extreme leftist nonsense. Go back to a more center-based governance. Give... Oh shit, I'm out of lapis. Damn it. But yeah. Give more people, you know, benefit of the doubt. Let people govern themselves, basically. Oh, but yeah, I don't know. I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon because there are very rich people who do not want that kind of treatment. The inherent evil of the world is currently one that does not believe in the human spirit. One that, in fact, despises the human spirit. And tries at every turn to dissuade and destroy it. That is the unfortunate reality we live in. When those people are properly deposed, you'll see a return to prosperity. But until the people who do not believe in the human spirit are out of power, you will see a slow degradation take place under their rule. Because they do not believe and they do not like the human spirit. They would love nothing more than for it to be broken permanently. They want people to be their dolls, fixtures to be moved around on a board or told what to do or eat or think. They cannot stand people as they are. People scare them because people can't be predicted. People are hard to understand. People are different. People are dynamic. And ultimately, people try to be good. And well, inevitably, people that despise the human spirit will, of course, despise people. You can't... Oh, fuck. These damn phantoms came out of nowhere. Anyway, you can't like the human spirit and hate people. You can't do both at once. But likewise, you can't like the human spirit and hate people. The two are mutually exclusive. Alright, Dallas, let's sleep. Scare off those weird-ass phantoms. You've heard iffy things about her, but she's purged her party of the more extreme elements, so some of the coverage on her doesn't make too much sense. Well, yeah, that's exactly how it is. Like, they say dumb shit just to get clicks and views, which is par for the course, because it's the modern-day media. But do you believe them? Like, should you believe anyone in the media anymore? No. Media is full of liars. It's how it is. I'll never get over the fact that the portal doesn't register anymore. But, well, we will worry about that some other day. So, yeah. You all, thank you all so much for coming out, giving me a moment of your time. I'm happy to see people, even if just a few, who want to hang out with me, talk, shoot the shit. Thank you all for giving me the support you have. Keep supporting me. I love it. And we'll keep on charging on into whatever this base ends up becoming over the next few year or two. 100k play button? Oh, that'll be a long-ass time from now. But yeah, just joined the stream. I'm sorry, Eddie. Yeah, you joined late, I'm afraid. But yeah, y'all have a great evening. Thank you all so much for coming out. Subscribe, like, do all the usual junk YouTube wants you to do. I know it's a pain, but it is what it is. Follow me on Twitter. We got the fan server. Join our Discord. Come on in. The water's fine. Final Fantasy tomorrow. Let's go. I know. I'm waiting for it. And other than that, you all have a great evening. Bye. Oh, yeah. One more thing. Second episode of Crowbar. Crowbar interview comes out tomorrow. So, yeah. Good night. Good luck. Have fun. Stay safe. I love you all. Bye.